Hello guys, what is up and welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, welcome, I'm Taylor and happy 2025. I am so excited for the new year. I have so many good goals this year and things that I want to focus on and put my energy toward, and I'm so excited to share that with you today. Get cozy, get comfy. We're gonna chat all different areas of my life, get a nice drink. I have a Barbie Olipop, which is one of my favorites and super hard to find. I was really shocked when I walked into my neighborhood Walmart the other day and there was one sitting there. I was like, I have to have it. So I saved it for something special. So grab a drink, get cozy, let's chat goals. And everything that I'm going to be using to achieve those goals this year, whether it is something that I purchased, something I've already purchased, something I have here in my home, or an app on my phone. Let's start with physical wellness. So last year, I really started to take a deep dive into what I was eating every day, logging it, and eating in a calorie deficit. My goals are to lose weight. That may not be your goals. And if you're not a big fan of hearing about weight loss and goals around that, you can go ahead and skip forward to the next section of the video. I will not be offended. But if you are in an era of your life where you do need to focus on losing some weight, let's chat about it. Last year, I learned a lot about where I'm at and got a lot of direction in where I want to go. One of the apps that I'm using is the Nourish app. I have been working with a dietitian for 4 months now. My insurance completely covers it. I don't even have a deductible, and it is an amazing service. She has helped me to really fine-tune my goals, to set realistic goals, to look at my macros, my protein intake. She goes through my blood work with me from my doctors. We look at where we really need to go, and she's super positive, and it's just a bright light in an area of your life that can be very difficult, in an area of my life that has been difficult because this is the first time in my life, and I'm going to be really vulnerable and honest here, that I have struggled with having additional weight. I have always been a very active person and a very thin person. So this is something that I have just had to hunker down. It has humbled me. I have perspective now. I have just grown up a lot in this era of my life. And if you are experiencing the same, I see you, I'm here with you. So I really recommend looking into something like the Nourish app, seeing what your insurance will cover. You might be surprised your insurance might cover it and you didn't even know, because my doctor never mentioned a dietitian to me. Just a reminder to advocate for yourself always and to do your own research. I also am getting my blood work done quarterly. I highly recommend you do that as well so that you can actually look and see what your levels are, because without that information, I wouldn't have known that I really need to look to monitor and watch my fat intake. I really need to get more sun. I need to take an iron supplement, all those things. So I highly recommend getting that done. In order to log my food, I've been using MyFitnessPal. I used this last year. I tried the last few months of the year not to use the premium version, and let me just say, it didn't work. I gained back some weight. The premium version is 100% worth it if you need to look at your calorie intake and or your macros for the day. I can't recommend it enough. If you have the free version, you will only be able to look at your calories. You will not be able to see your macros. And in my case, I do need to see my macros. I'm reporting this information to my nutritionist, but also I have daily goals that I'm trying to hit. So it's just worth it. I recommend paying for the entire year. I believe I paid $79 for the year versus I was paying after tax $22 a month. So get yourself something like MyFitnessPal. That's what I'm going to be using. Let me know if you have used either of these apps, what you think about them. I'm always eager to hear about other people's experiences. I track my sleep and my sleep health and wellness using the OURA app, which is also affiliated with my OURA ring. My hands are insanely dry because of the weather here. I have eczema, but I have an OURA ring as well. It tracks my breathing while I sleep. It lets me know if I got restful sleep, how much REM, light sleep, deep sleep, lets me know if I should take it easy, gives me motivation if I should push. It also tracks my basal body temperature in the morning, so I'm able to move that information over to my Natural Cycles app, which is what I use for natural birth control. I have been using this for years now, and I highly recommend the two of these combined if you are looking at natural birth control, so that way you can be absolutely sure and have peace of mind around family planning and or family prevention. I paid for the Natural Cycles app using my FSA. So if you have FSA and you're looking at Natural Cycles, just know that you can use your FSA and I believe your HSA as well. I do have some very concrete goals for weight loss this year, and I'll share those with you guys here. I do have the little bottom piece blurred out because my final reward is very personal, but if you stick around, I'm sure I will end up sharing at the end of this journey what that is with you guys, and you guys will walk that journey with me as well. I set up a reward system courtesy of one of my really good friends. She did this for herself last year, and I'm like, why in the heck didn't I think of that? I love a reward system. So I highly recommend doing something like this because I'm excited and it's getting me just pumped as I'm like, yeah, cool, I want some new shoes. I want that bench. I want some more Lululemon clothes. Losing weight is hard, guys. I have to say that it is the hardest thing that I've personally ever done, is have to think about my weight and try and lose weight and really try and lose weight. And again, here's the perspective I've gained, because in my 20s, I'd be like, I really want to lose 5 pounds or like 10 pounds, humbled. Okay. No, when you're really trying to lose like a chunk of weight, you are in a very different situation. And I'm sure I annoyed tons of people, and I'm sorry if you're watching this and you're one of those people in the past. But it's very hard. It's very hard to do. And if you are on this journey and feel the same, I see you and I'm with you, because there have been a lot of tears shed. It's a hard journey. So let's make it positive and a reward system. I also have a timeline here. Am I going to be really strict with this timeline? No, but this is a timeline that my nutritionist was able to help me work out, which is really, really great. So some things we've also worked out is how many steps I should get in a day for like a regular day, and then maybe like a power day. We've also set goals around physical health, not just what I'm eating. I do want to make sure I'm getting adequate steps in 5 days a week with at least 1 power day in there, and lifting weights 3 times a week. I also want to leave room to do something that I really love once a week, like yoga. I love yoga. If you guys have known me for years, known me before YouTube, you know that I absolutely love yoga, and it's just a practice that I haven't engaged in a few years, and I would love to really get back to it. I did go to yoga last year. Actually, I should give myself credit for that. I did go to yoga at least like once a month last year, which is very good. But I used to do yoga every day, and I don't have that as a goal. That's just not where I'm at in my life, but I do just want to get back to feeling like it is a part of my routine, my regular routine. For my sleep health, I was gifted a Hatch Restore 2 by my mom and dad for Christmas. Shout out mom and dad, love you guys so much. The Hatch is amazing. You can set all sorts of different things on there for you, whether you need a motivator to wake you up in the morning, you need a reminder at night to wind down. I have a reminder at night to wind down. Once that starts playing, I have it loud. I can hear it from the living room. I know it's time to put down whatever I'm doing, get to my journal, get to my Kindle or whatever I'm reading, and just really wind myself down for the night. You can also hide the clock on there, which is really great, because I have a rule where once I go to bed, I will not look at the time, because I have struggled with sleep in the past. And so I have a strict boundary around like not viewing the time. So if you're looking for something like that, just know the Hatch can hide the time for you. And then it wakes me up with this lovely sunrise light and the birds and this just like peaceful Zen music, and it's beautiful. I love it so much. It's like, how can you not be in a good mood when you're woken up like that? You know, it's just so nice. And the last thing I want to talk about in this area is the physical fitness app that I decided to go with. Over the course of the holidays, I did a lot of research, and I looked at the Sculpt Society, Alive, Alo Yoga, Nike, and I landed on Form. Form was a really good fit for me for a few reasons. It does have a nutrition tab where there are recipes in there. I absolutely love that little detail. They have Pilates, yoga, and strength training. They have various different instructors, and they have various different times. So if you're looking for a short workout or a longer workout, they have in the gym, not in the gym, with equipment, without equipment. It was just a no-brainer for me. The Sculpt Society was a very, very close second, and honestly, I could have gone with that and been very happy as well. What landed me on Form in the end was that I got it for the year with a New Year discount code for $99. You guys, I was paying $79 to go to my local gym for 4 classes a month. Absolutely crazy. So that was canceled. That is done. I will be using Form. I have not started. I'm getting a late start to the new year. I like to bring in the new year very slow and intentionally that first week. The second week's kind of when I start to pick up, but I spent a lot of the second week down with a headache that would just like leave me in tears at the end of the day. So barely surviving that second week. We have started the third week now, so I'm really excited to try out Form. They have a new year program for 2 weeks that they give you like grocery lists and your daily recipes and what you're going to be eating for the day and your workout, and it's just like a slow build up, which is really, really great. It's also really great for beginners, so, and that goes for the Sculpt Society too. Both really, really great. And in tandem with that, I did have to purchase a couple of things just to make sure that I am successful here at home with weightlifting. I do already have yoga mats. I have them on the wall here because, like I said, used to be a yoga girly. I have a little basket in the room with resistance bands and just things that I've collected throughout the years from when I used to work out a lot. I did go ahead and pick up some wearable weights from Target. These were $15. This is new to me. I've never done Pilates, but which is why I went for like the $15 ones, because they do have very nice ones, like $50, $60 are super cute, but I'm just not there yet. So this is what I got to start off with. I am excited to lean into Pilates because everybody says they love Pilates, but definitely a yogi at heart. And then I picked up this gorgeous weight set from WeGym. By the way, nothing in this video that I'm talking about is sponsored. Everything I have paid for with my own money, and these are my genuine reactions and thoughts about these products. These weights are beautiful, first of all, obviously aesthetically pleasing. I did purchase these in a set. This was the low weight set, which was appropriate for the sorts of workouts that I'm going to be doing with the format, but I can purchase like the 15s by themselves or the 20s by themselves, which is very nice to complete a set. I also do have a foldable treadmill from Deer Run that I have been using for the last 6 months. It is not a walking pad, it is a treadmill. It's no Peloton, but it gets the job done. But I have things now in the house for me to be successful, and there's no reason why I shouldn't do a workout because I really do have everything that I need. So set yourself up in the same way. It will help you be successful. All right, and with that, let's jump into the second area of my life, which is my mental health / mental wellness. This is an area of my life that I have been focusing on for about 5 to 6 years now. It is something that has taken the forefront for the last 5 to 6 years, which is really why my physical health kind of went on the back burner. So something my therapist once said to me, you cannot balance it all. If you are focusing and truly focusing on something where you are putting in practice every single day, that is going to be where your energy goes. So don't expect for everything to be balanced all at the same time. Yeah, I'm going to heavily focus on my mental well-being and grow in my emotional intelligence and my heal from trauma, etc., and also go to the gym every day. Let's be realistic, girlies, okay? Let's be realistic with ourselves, and also let's give ourselves grace. So that really has been at the forefront. That's gonna continue to be very important in my life because obvi, but I am hoping to balance the two a little bit more equally this year. So I am using Talkspace. I've been seeing a therapist on Talkspace for a few months now. Absolutely love the app, absolutely love the service. Again, it's taken by my insurance and all I have to do is pay my copay. If you are interested in using Talkspace, it takes like 5 minutes to set it up and see if your insurance covers it. So I've been working with a therapist. I really like her. We are working every week together right now. I like to hit it hard with a new therapist because my previous therapist left, but I like to hit it hard at first and then I will gradually go down to like every other week and then once a month for maintenance. Really getting vulnerable with you guys. I have struggled with panic attacks since I was 4 years old, so 30 years now. And I'm really leaning into healing that and facing that, and that has been the last 5 to 6 years, just boom, smack in the face, you know? I feel like I got through my 20s with it kind of being on the back burner, but no, it is something that is absolutely at the forefront of everything. So really working on that together. So if you have anxiety or panic attacks, I see you, I'm with you, and I know how it feels. I mean, I really do. I'm sending you love. Something I find very helpful is a gratitude journal. In the past, I have gratitude journaled every day. It's a very beautiful practice. It will literally rework the chemical makeup in your brain for like how you see things every single day. So I want to get back to just a regular practice of doing that. It's gotten very sporadic. I also have started a nightly journal routine of just like a thought dump. I saw this advice on Instagram recently where this guy said, if you're overthinking journaling, let me tell you how to do it right now in 2 seconds. And I don't know why, but it really clicked for me. So open your journal, set a timer for 2 to 3 minutes, and literally just start writing. Whatever comes to your mind, just start writing. And when the timer goes off, you're done. And I'm like, why did I overthink that? That's absolutely brilliant. So I have my journal literally on my bedside table so I can just thought dump. And it's been really lovely so far. I like it a lot, and sometimes I'm surprised by what I write. I'm like, oh, where did that come from, or what is that? So especially if you're somebody who struggles sleeping or has a lot of racing thoughts at night or worries about your to-do list, that might be something helpful for you. Something else I want to get back to a regular practice of is meditation. Meditation is truly, it's everything, guys. It is everything. It is everything. It will, again, change who you are. Like the chemical makeup of who you are will be changed if you have a regular meditation practice, which I used to. So I would like to get back to that because the value, the takeaway is, it's life-changing. It's everything. So I do want to get back to that. And those are really my focal points for my mental health. Let's get into financial health / financial wellness. Andrew's my husband, if you're new around here. Andrew and I are really focusing on hitting our debt this year. And I am happy to say that we have already started off the year in the first 2 weeks with paying off a credit card. So it's going well. We have very tangible and realistic goals. I will not share those with you guys because they're obviously very personal, like the details, but the goal is quarterly for us to pay off at least 2 credit cards. And then we also have a savings goal. So also happy to report we have put a few $100s into savings in the first couple of weeks, which is just really exciting as well. So starting off the year strong. We're only going to go on 1 vacation this year, which is a family vacation. If you have been following, you know that I've gone to Disney a couple times last year, but that's definitely not going to happen this year. There may be a little bit of Disney sprinkled into the family vacation just because we are going to California, but we're going to be very, very mindful about our spending. And in order to be successful with that, I have put myself on a book buying ban. We really spent 2024 building our library, which I'm happy with. That's our hobby. We don't spend our money in other places. We don't drink. We don't go out to bars. We don't go to sit down restaurants and eat out a lot. Like, that's where we put our money. So don't feel bad for where you put your money if it's your hobbies and you feel good about it, by the way, because people online be trying to make you feel bad for buying books. But we really built up our library, and I have a good 100 books on my shelf that I can read. So I'm going to be asking for books for gifts, and I'm going to only make exceptions if I need to complete a series that I'm already reading. Most of my series are already completed thanks to family members and my husband and friends, but I'm going to be, and I have been, this started in November, I have been very intentional for the last 2 months. So something that has helped my husband save a lot of money is an espresso machine. So if you're somebody who needs coffee every single day or finds yourself buying coffee out, I highly recommend a machine like an espresso. Besides, it's just a lot of fun to like make your coffee in the morning, and get creative with it. I will share our savings goal with you guys because I just feel like that's fun and you guys can at least see one number. We do hope to have 10K saved by the end of the year, which I feel is just very comfortable for us. We don't have any kids. It's just the 2 of us right now, so that feels like a good number to us. If you are in the same situation, you have just you and your partner and you're around my age, let me know what you guys think is like a good number to have in savings because, people don't really talk about money, so I'm always curious, but that's what we're shooting for. And if we pull from that to go on vacation, like that's totally fine. We will put it back, but that is the goal to have by the end of the year. And then for the last area of my life, which is just like personal / miscellaneous health and wellness, my marriage, I am so fortunate to be in a healthy, happy marriage, and I hope that you all can say the same as well. I have been on the other side of that and not been able to say that, and if you know me, you know I don't take those words for granted, so very, very fortunate. However, there's always somewhere to grow. There's always something to lean into, and for me, I really do want to be more intentional when my partner talks to me by putting down my phone or putting down whatever I'm doing, turning my body and actively looking at him and being present. I do find that when you get comfortable and you live together, you just I'll be multitasking, and I'm a good multitasker, but it's still not what I want. And this isn't even feedback that my partner's given me. This is something I think about. And I'm like, I want somebody's undivided attention, so therefore I want to give somebody my undivided attention because that's a value that I have. So that's what I'll be focusing on in our relationship. And then, of course, just always growing and learning and being mindful of my partner and where we're at in our journey together. I want to spend some more time with my friends and, try and make that at least like a monthly occurrence. When you're in your 30s, it just gets less and less and less, I feel. So just spend some more time with my friends. And I feel like last year I made really good gains. I started a hobby. I joined a choir, a local choir here in San Antonio. I have book club that I'm in with my cousins. I met new friends online, joined Book Talk, met people there. Like one of my really good friends now I met here on YouTube, Lydia Cormulis. She's a beautiful person, and I have really leaned into that because that was a goal of mine last year. So I just want to continue to lean into that this year and continue to make time and space for friends and my girly time. And last, for books. So if you guys follow me, you know I love to read. And last year I had a goal of 20 and I actually read 60, closer to 62 because I had 2 books that I was literally almost done with, but 60 books. And I'm blown away. I can't even believe I read that many books. This year I'm setting a goal for 50. I thought, should I set 60 since that's what I'm at, you know, where I was last year, but I don't think I even need to shoot that high. Like I'm just gonna go for 50 because that feels good and it actually feels like obtainable at the pace that I'm reading at without pushing myself to try and hit numbers. I found that being a part of Book Talk and reading a lot more this last year, I really did sometimes feel the pressure of like, oh, I need to read another book just to get my numbers up. And there was like 2 books that I'm like, did you even get anything from that book or did you pay attention? And that's absolutely not why I read. So I do want to be mindful about that and really listen to what I'm reading, if it's on audio, or sitting down and focusing on that and it not being about trying to get it done. So with that, that is all of my goals for wellness this year, guys. I would love to hear about your goals in the comments below. If we have anything similar, I would also love to hear about that. I hope that you guys are having a beautiful start to 2025. I hope that this year brings you love, light, healing if you need it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.